The Jagannath temple in Puri is a 65-meter stone giant, topped by an 8-spoked metal wheel known as the Nila Chakra. In the Hindu architectural tradition, a monument of this immense scale is built to serve as a permanent, unchanging home for idols made of eternal stone or cast bronze. Yet inside this 12th-century stone fortress, the 3 principal deities are carved entirely from organic, degradable neem wood. These wooden figures require a daily biological routine. Priests wake, bathe, and feed them according to a strictly scheduled human timeline. To understand the operations here, we have to view the temple as a functional royal court built to sustain a vulnerable organic god. Legend tells of King Indradyumna's search for the Indra Nila Mani, a sapphire jewel so radiant it was said to grant instant salvation. Vishnu intervened, instructing the king to abandon the search for the eternal stone and instead carve his idol from a simple log found floating in the surf. This choice of wood over gemstone ensured the deity would lead an organic existence, subject to the same physical limitations as the people who worshipped him. This ancient theological shift set a precedent for centuries of complex rituals that mimic the life cycle of a living human being. In the early 1100s, King Anantavarman Chodaganga constructed the current stone edifice to serve as a permanent residence for this living entity. Later, the Gajapati kings expanded the site into a massive state-supported complex featuring 120 shrines and a sprawling culinary infrastructure. This timeline shows the intensity of the daily routine. The deities are fed 6 meals between sunrise and late evening. The resource allocation scales up throughout the day, moving from a light coconut breakfast to a heavy noon offering of rice, curries, and cakes. This massive output of food simultaneously serves as a mass distribution system, feeding thousands of pilgrims who visit the temple daily. The temple's primary logistical purpose is the maintenance of its king, operating with the precision of a high-functioning royal household. The biological reality of the deities is most visible during the summer, when, after a ceremonial bath, the gods are said to physically fall ill. They spend 15 days in a secluded chamber called Anavasara, where they receive no cooked food and are treated with medicinal herbs by specialized servitors known as dietapatis. Following their recovery, the deities emerge before hundreds of thousands of people for the rathyatra festival. Moving the recovered gods requires massive wooden chariots, engineered to carry these heavy platforms through the streets of Puri. By sharing their physical vulnerabilities with the public, the deities strengthen a bond that relies on the shared human experience of frailty and recovery. Because they are made of wood, the bodies eventually decay, leading to a ritual death and replacement every 8 to 19 years. During the Navakalabara ritual, priests carve identical replicas from new neem logs, transferring a sacred essence into new forms while old idols are buried. This process ensures the continuity of the deity, centering the temple's identity on the eternal cycle of physical renewal rather than the preservation of a single object. The origins of this organic worship lie with the indigenous Bil and Sabar tribes, who originally venerated wooden poles as manifestations of the divine. The 12th century stone monument was built over these Aboriginal roots, incorporating the tribal servitors into the state religion rather than replacing them. This adaptable wooden form eventually assimilated symbolism from Jainism and Buddhism, allowing the temple to speak to multiple faith traditions simultaneously. This creates a unique tension: the absolute permanence of the 65-meter stone fortress, protecting the fragile, temporary nature of the wood inside. By centering its worship on the human acts of eating, falling ill, and passing away, the temple translates the vulnerable human experience into a divine concept that has bridged India's diverse cultures for centuries.